Hello! So we're going to try something different in the next few lessons. We're going to actually go into the library resources and do some researching, but I wanted to show you what those resources look like, how to get there, how to navigate, and how to actually access the resources once you're in there. So I'm going to be showing some stuff on my screen. You all are welcome to follow along and try some searches on your own too, using your own research questions. But the most important thing to know first is how to actually get to the library homepage. So you can see that I'm on umb.edu, which is the UMass Boston homepage. Right at the top of the page is a link to the library. So that's going to take you right to the library homepage. And this is the portal that we're going to access all of these resources from. So remember I said when you're using your library barcode, you need to be able to access these links from the library webpage. So if you get to the library webpage, these are all of the links and the resources that you're going to need to use to do your research. So in this first lesson, we're going to talk about library catalogs as kind of our first jumping off point for research. And remember from the previous lessons that the library catalogs search the whole item. You're going to be searching for books, you're going to be searching for videos, you're going to be searching for journal titles, but you're not going to be searching within those individual items. That's where the databases come in. So these first few lessons, we're just going to be looking at library catalogs. And specifically, we're mostly going to be searching for books, but other items might turn up too. So we're going to start with the Healy Library Catalog, which is going to search for items owned by Healy Library. And specifically, I want to use these tools also to demonstrate a few different search strategies. So in this case, we're going to be looking at keyword searching, we're going to be looking at using controlled vocabulary, and we're going to be looking at doing something called field searching. So if you look on the library webpage, you'll see two options for accessing the library catalog. We have a box embedded in the middle of the homepage that can do a quick search. We also have a link in our main navigation menu to the catalog. Both of those take you to the exact same place. But I'm going to return to my original research question, which was how do graduate students experience socialization in the graduate school environment? And I'm going to take some of the keywords that I developed in my initial brainstorming exercise, and I'm just going to type them into the box. So if I type in graduate students socialization, this is what we call keyword searching. I'm taking some of the initial terms that I brainstormed, and I'm simply typing them into a box and searching. And so I have 7 results. The first thing that I'm doing, and this is important to remember, when you're just starting out, you're not aiming for precision, you're not aiming for perfection, you're just trying to get started. You're trying to find a starting point. You're trying to find the most effective strategies for this particular search. So I'm looking at my 7 results. And in this case, I'm looking at this first one, 3 magic letters, getting to PhD. This might be helpful for me. So when I click on the title, it takes me to what we call an items record. So a record gives you more information about a title. It tells you the publication date, it tells you the authors. In this case, you can see these subject terms that are listed here. And these subject terms are an example of what we call controlled vocabulary. So that means that human indexers have gone through and attached these official vocabulary words to the items as a way of making sure that all of the items about the same subject get tagged with the same official vocabulary. So in this case, you can see some of these subject terms, and they give you an indication of what the book might be about. So looking at these subject terms, I might look at this subject term that says Graduate Students, United States, and I might click on that as a way to find additional resources. So if I click on that link, it's going to come back and tell me that there are 6 items in the catalog that are tagged with that same subject term. So I'll click that subject term, and now I've run a completely new search. All of these items are tagged with that same Graduate Students United States subject term. Not all of these resources are necessarily going to be useful to you, but I just wanted to show you an example of how doing 2 very different types of searches can bring 2 very different sets of results. So that's the first lesson to absorb here, is that different types of searches and different search strategies bring you very different results.